Okay, I'm over here now, which is now going to be weird again because I mirrored myself. So that way, when I'm looking at the game, I'm looking at the game because my monitor's on this, my main monitor's on this side. I've got OBS on this one. So it's going to be weird because for a while I had to get used to like it's mirrored, but now it hmm, it is mirrored right now in that when I look at the camera, it looks like I'm looking in a mirror to me. Whereas before, what I had just a minute ago, I can't even talk about it. It's so confusing. I inverted it horizontally, so then it looks like I'm, if I'm looking at the game, it's, yada yada. But then it's like I raise this hand, but I see my opposite hand in the mirror go up. It's very disorienting. But now the words on my shirts will be backwards because we're mirrored. But that doesn't matter. Anyway, holy crap. I was like a weather girl. It's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me, Vince. Thank you. Okay. Date. My mic spiked really loud when I said okay like that. I need to maybe not be quite so animated. We are calm tonight. We're a fucking mess tonight. Okay. Day 2, Firewatch. I'm wondering if because I kind of skipped right past it fast because Delia was like, "Who do you think it was?" And the options were like those goddamn teens down the lake, creepy man with flashlight, or fuck if I know. And I chose creepy man with flashlight because it's like, yeah, he was right there, he shined the light, and then he's just gone. It's like I don't know about that. So I don't know if that choice alters things going forward, or if it's just extra dialogue. I don't know.
I'm awake. I'm awake. What's your problem?
Our problem.
Sorry, our problem.
That storm knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off. I tried radioing out, and that's not working either.
There's no backup?
The backup is the 2-day hike out of here.
So that's a no?
It's easier for me to send all the lookouts out to check the status of the wire in their areas. Yours is a good hike away. If you find any portion of it down, I can try to get a hold of a ranger and he'll bring someone in to fix it.
Okay, I can do that. Where is it?
Remember that cave you hiked through yesterday?
Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna want to go back there, go through it, and keep going straight to the north when you come out.
Will do.
Thanks, Hank.
It's Henry.
What, you don't like Hank?
Yeah, I don't like Hank.
But thanks rhymes with Hank.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, all right.
Good. Stand up for what you want to be called. I was actually just having a conversation about this with one of my coworkers. On hold on. This is a motherfucking D&D map. Escape from 2 orcs. Climb check required. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. 2 orcs lair is our tower that we're at. Doom Canyon was Thunder Canyon. Lake of Acid is that lake that we're at too. This is the D&D. I'm so fucking bored out of my mind. Recreation of the area. Magic Circle, we have that sketched on our map now too. Death Mountain, definitely want to check that out. Gladius Sylvia's ancestral home. Witch's House. Oh. Iron Fortress, man. Blood Orc. Halfling Village. I feel like the Orc Pond right next to the Halfling Village is... You're just asking for trouble at that point. The city planner who decided that ought to be fired. Okay, let's talk about this shit.
Hey, there's a map in my tower that I'm pretty sure is not USGS regulation. Unless I've unknowingly been assigned to work in 2 orcs, and the lake to the east is made of acid.
That sounds erroneous.
Looks like the previous resident was into fantasy.
What a fucking nerd. That's cool. I like that. Throw it on the ground. Okay, alright, alright. That's cool. There's that whiskey we confiscated. Save for later. There's the fireworks, too. That's kind of cool. We're going to start accumulating stuff. Anyways, I was talking to one of my coworkers the other day. Because, yeah, it's like I over time have just kind of realized that I really prefer to be called Wes versus Wesley, with certain very specific exceptions. Good friends, family. It's almost like they've kind of earned the right to use my true name, almost, in a way, is kind of how I think about it. It's like, I don't like strangers calling me Wesley. It's like they had business cards made for work and didn't even bother to check what name they wanted on the card. And so it's my business card says Wesley instead of Wes. So, customers, get my card when they stop in and ask for me and I'm not there, and they end up emailing me or whatever. And it's like, fucking hell. And it's not the end of the world. It's really not. But it's one of those things where, I don't know. I was talking with this coworker of mine because when I was interviewing him, I made sure to check because his name is a name that frequently has a nickname. But he had the full name listed on his resume, and that's what he introduced himself as. So, might have been after we had hired him. Just wondering, hey, clarify, just do you prefer the full name versus like this common nickname for that? He's like, I definitely prefer the full name. Like, you got it, man. But not everyone does that. A lot of people just by instinct shorten names like that. Like for example, if his name was Thomas, be like, hey, Tom, Tommy, whatever. But it's, no, I actually prefer Thomas. Yeah. Ted's a great example of this too. I was thinking about you at the time also, because like Ted is not your full legal given name, but I know for a fact, very specifically, that you prefer not to be called by that, except by people call you that are your parents when they're angry and people you owe money to. Yeah. It's a lot like having, letting the Fae know your true name. I don't know. So anyway, the whole point of that is him saying Henry, not Hank. Teddy's a deal breaker. Yeah, no, I figured that one out too. But yeah, it's like saying Henry, not Hank. It's a powerful, important thing. And it gets into a whole nother conversation, because I was talking with this coworker of mine. It's like, yeah, they didn't check with me when they created the email, because the company email is like first name dot last name at company.com, and it's first full name. So it says Wesley in my email. It's like, I hate that shit. And they didn't check before assigning the email, before printing out the business cards, before printing out the replacement business cards, because they fucked up sending business cards to the correct locations. I ended up just printing my own business cards, and I'm just gonna Vistaprint some, gonna copy your design, gonna make the QR code actually work, have my preferred name on there. But it's like, what if I was trans? What if it was very important to me? Because like for me, it's like someone calls me Wesley, my day's not ruined. I'm annoyed. But I'll find something else to be annoyed about. That's not a problem. But what if I was trans? What if it was really important that I go by a specific name? What if it was essential to me in being who I am? They didn't check. And I don't know, that sort of shit just bugs me. Ash is glad that her work spells name the way that she spells it. No one calls you Ashley. See, I don't even know that was your full name. There we go. Yeah, Vince, you're not really a Vincent either. So, yeah, I don't know if I've ever really heard anyone call you Vincent either. Yeah, a lot of places do have policies for full legal names. Yeah, it's annoying, not annoyed. Yeah. It's just respect names. Names, pronouns, all those things. It takes so little effort to control the sounds coming out of your own mouth. And if doing certain sounds out of your mouth makes somebody else uncomfortable, and they have told you how to not do that, it's a pretty easy thing to do. At the lab, they had full name, including middle name, as your display name. Ew. Gross. Yeah. Always that's preferred name when create accounts for folks. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's too late for me to change stuff at my job this time. This time around. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. And it's like such a, I don't know. I have a hard time like really kind of soapboxing about that. Not that hard a time clearly because I just derailed us for 10 minutes talking about it. But I have a hard time really truly soapboxing about it because as a relatively privileged individual as far as social justice goes, it's like, well, am I really getting upset about like if they say Wesley versus Wes? No. But I don't know. But just people should be respectful of names. That's it. All right, rant over. I forgot what the hell we're doing. What are we doing right now? We need to go. Ah, thank you. Thank you so much for telling me what to do. Survey communication lines north of the canyon. You got it. All right, so we're going back down. We're going to go down this way through the caves and then north. Up to cache 302. Awesome. Oh, and we jotted a little locked gate on that there. Oh, but I really want to check out the fucking magic circle. I want to ignore the objective entirely. Is that a bad idea? Is that one of these games? Can I do that? Am I going the right way? These are the questions. Oh, it's not the wrong way. It'll pop up in story eventually. Man, like just let me fine, okay. All right, okay. If all that stuff is gonna just show up if I play the goddamn story, then I guess I'll just play the goddamn story. Yeah, this is where we're going. Beartooth Point. Right on. Cool. Shift isn't run. Shift isn't run. Shift isn't run in this game. I can't see, and the flashlight doesn't do anything. The flashlight, it does nothing. Ted's back with the hot Roy Sullivan facts. Roy Sullivan's wife was also struck once when a storm suddenly arrived as she was out hanging clothes in her backyard. Her husband was helping her at the time but escaped unharmed. Roy Sullivan life fucking sucked. He pissed off Zeus somewhere along the line. No, apparently ticks are not an issue, and I don't know if there's like a in-story reason.
Cold out here.
Roger that. Warms up fast. The mornings are cold in Boulder, though, right?
Yeah, they are.
They're colder
What
in
did you get
Boulder.
up to down there? I mean, what's life like?
Oh god. Oh, I have a time limit too. I've never noticed that.
You know, boring if you don't ski. We used to go to this bar called the Dollar, though. I love that place.
Oh, wait, is that down on Pearl? They have all the money pinned to the ceiling?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
I love that bar. Why don't you go anymore?
I took this job.
Oh, duh. Hey, can you hold on a sec?
Sure. Just gonna keep hiking and hoping it warms up.
Heyo. I don't think so. Why, have you?
Hold on.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna have to test it. It did this thing where his dialogue, his spoken dialogue, as I vaulted over the log, he went like I don't know if it was a coincidence or what, but he had some like actual like audible exertion as he vaulted over the log in the dialogue. which is very cool if that's something they added in as a dynamic thing. I don't know how you would do that. Like, that's not just like a add a quick echo filter if you're in the cave kind of thing. It's, I don't know. I'll have to experiment.
No, I don't think he has any idea. I'm absolutely sure. Would you? All right, I'll let you know if anything changes in that regard. Hey, sorry about that. Anyway, if there's anyone or anything you want to talk about, fire away.
Who was that?
Who is who?
I don't think he has any idea. What was that? Were you talking about me?
What?
You left your button pressed or something.
Henry, that call was work. I was just talking to... Actually, it's not really your business. Why are you freaking out?
I'm not freaking out.
Good. I'm gonna go quiet for a little bit. Call me if it's important.
The consequences of my actions. Wow, interesting. Oh my god. Okay. So, what I forgot what we're doing. Survey communication lines. Oh, so I should probably be like looking at these things then. Okay. Those are all good so far. Because one of these is going to be like downed at some point, likely.
I can see the wire you're talking about. It looks like it's in good shape from here.
We'll follow it up to the top of the trail if you can. You can head back as soon as you give me the all clear.
Got it. Hey, I found a structure that might have been an outhouse once, I think.
Whoa, you don't need my permission to go to the bathroom, but, you know, use abandoned shitters at your own peril.
I mean, I'm in the right area.
Oh.
I do believe, the comms wire runs for quite a ways. Follow it all the way to the top of Beartooth Point, and if it's not
The
damaged,
generator
you can
over
loop around
there.
back home.
Oh, it's a is that a cache box? Oh, it's not on the map. Ho ho. Hey boo boo. Okay, so she didn't step away anymore. She's not annoyed anymore. She's back. Okay. Wow, interesting. What the fuck was that? I clicked it and he like did a little jog sideways and then walked back up again. That I didn't control that. Okay, it's like something an idiot would have on their luggage. Oh.
Huh. Found an old hat from a Korean war vet.
You'd be surprised how many former service members take this gig.
Well, makes sense.
I imagine if you've been through war, you probably can't get enough silence.
Anything I should know about the cabin at the top of this hill? Hello? Okay, then.
That's not how doors work. That's amazing. I have the same combination on my luggage. Yeah. Wow. So, when this game first came out, which was, that is how doors work, but only once. Yeah, that's a good point. When did this game come out? I know, I just ruined the ambiance. I wanna find out. 2016. Okay. I remember that when this game first came out, they had like they released some of the art and like the posters and stuff in the ads for it, and this really distinct visual style it just gripped me, the way that they portrayed like the far distant nature. Like, you can see the trees kind of have more detail up close, but once you get further out to the mountains, it's just kind of like different shades of green. And the one that, like, the big, like, logo for the game is, like, the orange one with the fire tower and, like, the different shades of orange and yellow, basically, to do the mountains. And it's such a cool art style, and it's a great way of showing distance without much detail. I think it's really pretty. Oh God, what are we doing? Oh, a guitar. I don't think that's gonna work anymore. Not anymore. What's in the stove? Why are you making me open the stove? Okay, that was scary. I thought there was gonna be like a rat or something in there. Oh my God. Well, they didn't watch out for fire. Am I right? Is there anything else in here? No. I don't know why I'm like scouring this as if I'm gonna find the crafting materials to make, you know, more ammunition or health kits or whatever. It's not this kind of game. Alright, rock and roll. Does she really just not want to talk about the cabin? Why, there hasn't been a Delilah that worked for the Park Service since the cabin burned down 50 years ago. In fact, today's the anniversary. I think that's why she didn't want to talk about the cabin. Stop pushing shift. Oh my God. Okay, alright, okay, so we can check out the lines. The fuck was that? The lines all look good. Where are we on the Dealey Bobber here? Hawk's Rest was the name of that burnt out piece of shit. Okay, okay, okay. Cool. Stop pushing shift. Oh, what's that? I think that's a cache. What's that? Oh, it's a climbing rock with a beer can on it. People are littering. Can I get up this way? Where is this on the... Oh, I see. Okay. Is my flashlight still on? Probably. Yep. I have not seen any kind of battery indicators yet, so that's nice. If they're all... Sissy, hi, what are you doing, honey? If they're all the same lock code, why does it make me input it from a gameplay perspective? Unless there's going to be some that don't have it. But so far, every single one, I just put in 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it to... It's either... Here's what it is. Let me finish one of these sentences. It's one of two things. It is either there will be locks eventually that have different codes that will require unique input, or it's a way to make me feel like I'm playing a game instead of just click it open. Inputting a code, even if it's the same code every time, is still a way to add the feeling of interactivity. So I don't know. Could be one of the two. We'll find out. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal if it is just like, oh, just so you feel like you're doing stuff, because every game has that. Why not both? Porque no los dos? Yeah. This is pretty eroded. Leaving through. Recommend leaving through Mule Point. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, that's that. Is that the shale thing? The shale slide? I don't know. Note. Q to. Oh. Dave. Hey-oh. Got your note about needing to talk, and sorry I didn't track you down. Been looking for you all day. Figured you'd be out near the canyon helping those grad students, but I guess not. I don't even know how I could really help anyway. We're coworkers, you know. Amigos profesionales. Amigos profesionales. What have you done? Are you knocking stuff down? Oh, get out of here. If you need someone to throw a case back and go time traveling, what? Ron's your guy, but I'm not great with the life stuff. You get it. Later. Time traveling?
Who who are these guys, Ron and Dave? They're leaving notes for each other in the boxes. Is there any chance one of them was that guy I saw in the canyon? You know, the guy with the flashlight?
No, they're both rangers. They're not out here this season. I didn't really know him that well, but I always assumed the only thing Ron cared about was chasing tail and getting loaded. It's somehow comforting to know that he was able to keep up a correspondence with someone who wasn't going to send him a topless Polaroid.
So Vince, we are currently, I think the year is currently 89, if I remember correctly. There was a little prologue section that outlined kind of some dates and years. Yeah, so this note that's written here is a couple years old still. But we are not in present day. Oh, what? Oh, the quit board. "6 feet down under." Detective Neil Black told himself he'd never visit Australia, but when a grisly murder in South City leads all the way to Sydney, Black is determined to make the killer say good day to justice. That is my best Australian accent, and it's terrible. I'm never doing one again. Okay, I think we're done there. Stop, push, and shift. It doesn't make you run. I don't think there's a way that I can go up here. Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, okay, so that is all enclosed there. So we actually got to go back down now. This game does it too. I love games that do this. So it's meant to feel open world-ish. It's meant to feel like you are experiencing this sense of exploration. And we absolutely are. The game is railroading us. It is very linear, but it's got some branching paths, some, like, things to look out for. And as we round this corner, we see this bright yellow box up there. Okay, let's check that out. What the hell is that? Cool. It's got goodies in it. And then all this drab desert kind of flora. The brightest thing over here is kind of like the grass, or like these bright green things. There's the bright yellow box. Okay, cool. The rest of it's just kind of browns, greens, yellows, and then boom, red flowers. Basically what looks like a blue rock, but it is kind of gray. So right away it says, "This way, dummy. Here's where we go." And I love that. I love that. Because that's literally why these flowers are right here. They're nowhere else. That's beautiful. Oh no!
Hey, so there are beer cans all over the ground up here leading up the hill.
That's annoying.
Yeah, thing is, there were a bunch down at that campsite yesterday.
Coincidence, maybe?
I don't think so. Same brand, everything.
These fucking kids.
How could these girls be so stupid?
Trust me, I never underestimate the stupidity of a drunk teenager. Also, I never underestimate the balls of a drunk young woman, having been one.
This was something to talk about. What is it? Report. I don't have the option of reporting the long drop anymore? Alright, fine. Ah, see, so these flowers here are showing this trail that's currently blocked. Okay. That's cool. Is there an achievement for picking up all the cans? I hope not, because I can't get that one. Oh well, that's nature's can. Pour one out. Pour one out for Smokey the Bear.
Yeah, okay, the wire's down here.
Okay, good. Any sign of those girls? Did they mess with anything?
I'll look around.
The delivery on that line, I disagree with. He says the wire's down here, as opposed to saying the wire's down here. The way that he said the line, or read the line rather, was that hey, the wire's over here, as opposed to this is where the wire is down. And you can always tell that I like a game if I start picking apart little things like that. Because it's great otherwise. Don't touch it! Why did I do that? Oh my god! I guess it's just telephone wire, so that's probably fine. But still, holy shit, dude.
Hey, so the wire is definitely down out here. I just found it. Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't look like the wind. It looks like it was cut deliberately.
I knew it the moment you said you found their trash. These idiots are gonna pay. Do they realize this is how people die? I mean, what if something happened to one of my lookouts while this was going on? And God forbid there's an actual fire burning out of control.
There she is.
What do you want to do?
I want you to go find them.
And then what?
I haven't thought that far ahead. That's not true. Everything that comes to mind is illegal.
Let's hear it.
Oh yeah?
Hey, I came out here for a breath of fresh air and some adventure. What do you got?
I think I want you to just find them and scare the hell out of them.
Yeah, I'd make a spooky ghost costume, but they stole my sheets.
I don't know. Wait for them to wander off and wreck their camp. Something that would make a teenage girl run home to mommy and daddy.
I'll find them.
Thanks.
But I am gonna need a raise.
Don't hold your breath. I'd start by hiking back towards your tower and just keep an eye out for anything that would lead you to them.
Well, they're big into Red Eagle.
Great. See if you can find the path they took down from there. Maybe they looped back around towards the lake or something. I doubt they're where they were yesterday, but they
definitely left
obviously
some
can't go
breadcrumbs.
far.
Is that our tower there? I think that must be. Can we report about this? The underwear that says go to hell with a little drawing of a face on it? That's weird. This is great too, because if we missed that cache on the way up, there's this perfect little viewing spot to see it right down there. So like, oh shit, we need to get that. That's cool. I like that. All right, but we got our breadcrumbs here. Beer can breadcrumbs. That is just a drop down for some reason. Pick up can, put it in my pocket. How many fucking beer cans can my pockets hold? This is crazy. What's over here? Flashlight doesn't do anything. It's a terrible flashlight. Okay, so this is the other end of that. Interesting. It's like I'm gonna, like, unlock a shortcut later. Oh, that's not the right button.
I've got an overgrown trail here,
Yeah, that'll happen.
so I'm screwed when it comes to getting past it.
Screwed until you clear it yourself, yeah.
Great. Well, if I come across some tools, I'll add groundskeeping to my ever-increasing list of responsibilities.
What did you think this job was gonna be, bud? Ooh, piece of candy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Vince. Okay, let's do long drop down. Sure, why not? Break a leg.
Well, I hopped down a drop and now I can't climb back up.
That is a pickle.
Fences.
I mean, I could just keep hiking, but I figured I should let you know in case I get myself trapped out here.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen before you find these assholes. I was thinking you should probably head back to where you saw them last.
Right there. Or... I have a hard time being told what to do. $60 feet. Supply drop. Supplies, motherfucker. Where are they? Here they are. Too early. There we go. Surprise, motherfucker. No supplies. Well that, okay, fine. Fine, we're not supposed to be here yet. I get it. I get it, okay? Stop yelling at me, video game. Alright, so we're going back down the lake. Now listen, in their defense, I did break their jukebox. Boombox. Jukebox. Oh. What? Oh, I'm looking at that. Okay. There's a pack in here.
There's an abandoned pack out here.
And it's not one of the teens?
No, it looks like it was lost a long time ago.
Well, you could always pilfer it for supplies.
I feel like that's not regulation.
Well, I am flush with ropes now.
I got an
That pack
inventory.
was full of them, in decent condition too.
That's lucky.
I mean, there's enough rope here that I could just leave them hooked up, I think. Oh, get this. This pack came with one of those cardboard single-use cameras.
With pictures left?
Yeah, he only used 3 or 4.
Neato.
Neato.
Thank you, Brian Goodwin.
Wait, who?
The bag had the name Brian Goodwin sewn into the top.
Huh. Wow.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I just haven't heard that name.
That's
in
a
few
name I
years.
haven't heard in a long time. A long time.
What, was he a fella you had a thing with?
Bella.
Yeah, it was so hot and heavy. Of course, Brian Goodwin was 12 years old, so, our love could never really be understood.
Gross.
Ugh.
I'm kidding. Not about him being an actual 12-year-old. That part's true. He was stationed in Two Forks, your lookout, with his dad Ned 3 summers ago. Great kid.
You can bring children out here?
No. I'm not a stickler for rules. They took off halfway through the summer.
What, they couldn't handle your unique brand of charm?
Not many can.
Unsurprising.
Anyway, so it goes. Have fun with that camera. Try not to snap anything that would scar a Photodome employee.
I don't know, I got a lot of hiking to do. Might get bored.
Well, I'm bored as rocks, so I'll keep you company while you find those girls, huh?
This is great. So we're flush with ropes now. Just doesn't even matter. Ropes are no object. Which means now, essentially, we've unlocked a key. We talked before about how everything's a key in a video game. So yeah, we've turned these, what was essentially a one-way kind of travel point, a one-way gate, essentially, when we were heading to the lake the first time, into two-way shortcuts. It's very cool. And then the camera, I don't know what to use the camera for yet. We're going to find out. Flush with rope. Yep. Just like that. There's some of those little guys. Okay. Technically, I'm homeless. Oh my god. That's a good show. Dave, guess who's going out with Debbie next week? No, not that shitheel Steve. It's your man, Ron. I wanted to check out the new guy at Two Forks and heard him talking to himself more than usual for LOs. LO. I don't know. So I figured I'd stay away. Remember when you saw Chimney Rock having himself in that hammock? I'm starting to think the Forest Service only picks the deranged and perverted. Lookouts, thank you, Ted. Except for us, of course, we're the cream de la cream. I know it's creme de la creme, but I imagine this guy's a real douchebag. Cream de la cream. Amigos professionales. Let's toast to Deb at the spot. Guy's a douchebag.
Someone found a fossil and put it in a cash box.
Could be the same person who left that antler.
Maybe they're leaving me an entire creature, piece by piece.
Be a weird fucking creature. It's like a 6-foot turkey to me. What's the deal with the rock? There's nothing under the rock. Okay. Oh, copy the map. Cool. Looking at the map. Where the hell are we? Oh, okay. All right. We're gonna take a short break, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. It won't take too long. I gotta use the restroom real fast, and we'll be back. All right. Here we go.